Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will doing a DC character collection. Now this video is gonna be celebrating DC Detective Comics 90th anniversary. Thank you so much DC Detective Comics. It's been over the years. I was biggest fan of DC Comics since I was a kid, so yeah. Anyways, let's show the characters. Superman, Batman, Wonder Man, Green Lantern, Green Lantern or Green Lantern, if I'm pronouncing it right. The Flash, Green Arrow, Aquaman, Cyborg, Hawkman, Martian the Manhunter, Shazam, aka Captain Marvel, Nightwing, Richard Grayson, Zatara, the male version of Black Canary, and Adam. Not Adam with A-D-A-M. I said Adam. A-T-O-M. Ray Palmer. Here are the Justice League collection. Sorry, the Justice League male division. And here's going to be the Justice League's female division. We have Superwoman, Batwoman, Wonder Woman, Jessica Cruz, known as the female of Green Lantern, Jesse Quick, aka a female version of Flash, Hawkwoman, Green Arrow, female version of Green Arrow, Mary Marvel, aka Captain Marvel, female version of Captain Marvel, aka female Shazam, Zatanna, the female version of Nightwing, the female version of Black Canary, the female version of Aquawoman, should I say. Here we have the female version of Cyborg, and we have Miss Martian. And last but not least, we have Atomica. There you go. Here are the Justice League's women's division. Let's go to the Young Justice division. Superboy, Batman Beyond, Supergirl, Batgirl, Robin, the modern version of Robin, Toyman, also known as Toy Master. He's a good guy. He's a superhero. Captain Thug, Aqualad, the 2003 Teen Titans, Aqualad, Vixen, Adam, Ryan Chua. Here we have the Aqualad II, XS, No, I did not make the female version. I'm sorry, but I'm glad I made the male version. Risk. Here we have Donna Troy. Yep, Donna Troy. Witchy Poo. I made this one looks like in the concept art. And here we have the 2003 version of Terra from Teen Titans. Here we have Jiro Osamu, known as Mr. Unknown. Bumblebee. Hotspot. Harold. Here we have Vulcan. I'm very sorry I did not make the Black Vulcan from DC Super Friends, but at least I managed make the Caucasian version. I'm sorry guys, I didn't make the African American version. It very sucks. I very apologize for that. And Timberwolf, Stargirl, Cosmic Boy, Kid Flash, Beast Boy, Lightning Lad, Captain Marvel Jr., also known as Shazam Jr., Red Tool, similar to Deadpool, but it's Red Tool. Here we have Ernie, Kyle Rayner, aka the Young Green Lantern, Batmite. I never seen the comics that he was part of the Young Justice, but I make the fan version of the Young Justice of Batmite. Power Boy, Power Girl, Static, Light Ray, Mammoth, Jinx, Starfire, Blackfire, Cheshire or Cheshire in if I pronounce in UK, Kid Wicket, Seymour, Gizmo, Sideways. Oops, that's Sideways. The Boy Thunder, a sidekick of Superman. Blue Beetle, Jaime Reyes. Raven. Sargon the Sorcerer. Ace. Stonehenge. And here we have Jericho, aka Dr. Icon Jr., and Freddie Freeman. And let's not forget about Hawk Girl. Here we have Speedy, Yas Jimenez, and Billy Numerous. And last but not least, we have Red Star. Here are my honorable mentions for the Young Justice division. And here's all the Young Justice division has finally complete. Yep, it's finally complete. Here we have Chief Niles Calder, aka Professor Doom, or Professor D. He's a part of the good guy, a superhero. Elastigirl, with EG, short for Elastigirl. Here we have Negative Man. Looks like Invisible Man to me. The Ray, the classic version. I adding little laser eyes that looks like remind me of Cyclops from Marvel Comics X-Men. And we have Beast Girl, Kid Devil, Morgan, and the Robot Man. And that's it. All the Doom Patrol collection. Now let's move on to the Element or the Elegant Squad. Back then in the video that when I made a DC Cross model, when I was supposed to say Elegant or Element Squad, I said, and I made a mistake. It was Element Squad, and I made a mistake. I very apologize to you guys. Anyways, let's move on to Elongated Man Squad or Elegant Man Squad. Here we have Elongated Man, aka Elegant Man or Element Man. Invisible Kid, Cinderblock, and we have Firestorm. And that's the Element or Elongated Man Squads collection. Now let's go with the challenges unknown. Here we have Professor Walter Haley. Here we have June Robbins. Here we have Ace Morgan, aka Inferno. Oh, by the way, this is a stretch and clear. Yeah, let's not forget about that. And we have Block. And Hard Rock. Oops, sorry. Hard Rock. And here are all my the challenges unknown. Now let's move on to the Vicious. I made the original founding team as a fan-made version of Inhumans of Marvel Comics. Here we have Black Hand, Athlete, Novocaine, Karate Kid, Godiva, and here we have Johnny Lightning, aka Thunderbolt, And last but not least, Arthur the Pug. The pug, the bulldog. Here are all my vicious DC Comics collection. Now let's moving on to the Justice Society of America. Here we have Jay Garrick, aka the bronze, silver, or golden age of Flash. Alan Scott, the first Green Lantern. Here we have Dr. Fate. Dark Knight. No, not that. Dark Knight or Dark Knight Trilogy. Batman Begins, Dark Knight, or Dark Knight Rises. I'm talking about the fictional character who has a black mask, doesn't have ears, a bat ear. So yeah. Anyways, let's moving on. Here we have Obsidian, Mr. Terrific, Wildcat, Hourman, Sandman, Damage, and last but not least, Atom Smasher. Wow, this guy is a huge. Here are all my the Justice Society of America division. So yeah. And before I move to other heroes, there is one more team that I must forgotten. That I never forgotten. Is the Watchmen. Let's show the Watchmen characters. Rorschach, Dollar Bill, the Comedian, Dr. Manhattan, the Night Owl, the Hood of Justice, and last but not least, Captain Metropolis. Here's all my the Watchmen collection. Now let's go to the Rebels. Not the Star Wars type, but the DC Comics type version of Rebels, okay? Here we go. Here we have Adam Strange. Here we have Dogs, the human version, not the Brainiac version, known as the Brainiac the Second. Supernova. And we have Chippy. King Shark. Big Barda, or I call her Barda. And Captain Comet. Here are all my Rebel collection. Now let's move on to the other heroes. Here we have Ted Kord, the Blue Beetle the Second. Here we have Batwing. Amanda Waller. Gypsy. Tarantula, or I like to call it Tarantula Man. The Infinity Man. And here we have the Shocking Twins. Here we have Joseph. Oops, yeah, the problem, guys, every time I try to pick up something with a camera, it's very hard to handle. So yeah, here we have Joseph and Susie. Here we have Crypto, the super dog. Micron, Lumpec, Gotham. We have Andrew Bennett, known as the Vampire. Bloodwind, Phantom Stranger, Swamp Thing, Steel, John Haynes, the Western, Black Racer, and he here comes with a snowboard. He ride and floating on the snowboard. Yeah. Here we have Failsafe, Orion. Yeah, so that's Orion. Here we have the Ghost, Azrael. Here we have Black Spider, Stingray, Sparkplug. We have El Dragon, Night Moon, Signal Ray, Calyx. Here we have Getaway. Oops. That's Getaway. Here we have Weisborg with 2 G's. Here we have Blazer with 2 R's. I like this design. Looks pretty cool. Supremo. Jack of all trades. Star. Snow Fox. Warmaker 1. Red Ball. Soar. And a Starbolt. Here we have Oblique, Phantom Pike. Oh, I dropped it. Sorry guys, it's very hard to handle with the camera. So yeah, here's Phantom Pike, Traveler. Here we have Comet. Here we have Psycho. Here we have Katana, Stripe, Rising Sun. Here we have Black Lightning, Sunburst, Aztec the Falconer. Here we have Crimson Avenger. The Western version of Vigilante. John Stewart, the Green Lantern. Yeah, there's John Stewart. The Question. Here we have Hercules, the most Greekest superhero ever. Ares. Here we have Red Robin. Here we have Deadman. Here we have Hawk, Dove, the Donald Hall. Here we have the DC version of Thor. Here we have the modern Rocket Red. As you can see, it has a Russian flag and American flag. So, yeah, I designed it. So, yeah. Red Tornado. Oh, let's not forget about Duke Thomas, aka The Signal. Is part of Batman's family. The Viking Prince. It has a cape and he has a hammer, which resembles of Thor. Here we have the Frightened Train. The White Dragon. Oops, sorry. The White Dragon. Red Hood. We have Jimmy Olsen, known as the Flamebird. Wow, Flamebird. I took and made inspiration of the Hyperion from Marvel Comics. Here we have Val Zod, aka the African version of Superman. Here we have Manel, aka Langard, I don't know. Manel. Here we have Metamorpho, Crimson Fox, Blue Falcon, and Space Ghost. Fun fact, these two superhero characters was originated in Hanna-Barbera cartoon animated series. Yeah, that's the problem. Here we have Superman UK. Here we have Britannia. Carol Ferries, aka Star Sapphire. Here we have Daniel Garrett, aka the Blue Beetle the first Blue Beetle. Wildfire. The Masquerader. Metron. White Canary. Abyss. Here we have Dr. Light, the female version of Dr. Light, Kimiyoshi. Here we have Huntress. Here we have Triumph. Here we have Agent Liberty. Mr. Miracle. Here we have Vibe. The other Thunderbolt. The Knight. Oops, no. Here we have the Knight. Lionheart. Manchester Black. Here we have Black Condor. Here we have Peacemaker. KG Beast. The Protector. Captain Atom. Here we have Twin Streaks. Here we have Captain Planet. I'm adding a cape to himself. The modern version of Vigilante. Booster Gold with a full armor. Animal Man. Dr. Midnight. Nighthawk. Blur. Plastic Man. Ray, the second version of Ray. Here we have the Ultra Comics. Qatar Hall, aka the new Hawkman. Here we have Power Man. Wild Dog. Mr. Albion, aka the Englishman. John Constantine. Icon. Phantasm. Guardian. That's Guardian. Steve Trevor. He's a member of the Argus, but is also a director in my video. The Atomic Skull. Yeah, I made it look like a Ghost Rider, but adding a green Atomic Skull vibe to it. Here we have Max Mercury, aka Quicksilver. Nature Boy. Firehawk. I know it's similar to Nighthawk from Marvel Comics, but the only difference is that it has a Firehawk logo on his Firehawk symbol in his chest. So, yeah. Here we have Golden Hawk, and I know it's similar to Dark Hawk from Marvel Comics, but I adding gold vibe to it. So, yeah. Here's all the other heroes. Now let's move on to the Wildstorm characters. Here we have Mr. Majestic. Apollo. It looks like Sentry a little bit. Here we have Midnighter, which kind of resembles of Daredevil vibe to it. But the Midnighter vibe to it. Here we have Spartan. Here we have Burnout. I freaking love Burnout. He's one of my favorite Wildstorm combo character of all time. Here we have Grifter. Rainmaker. Warblade. The Metropolitan. The Colonel. Backlash. Ezra Rotwell. The Prison. I adding look like Nova. Here we have, and last but not least, Kilgore. I know which resembles like Wolverine, but I may look like Wolverine. Vibe to it. Ion. And the last, definitely, but not least for Wildstorm comic characters, we have Johnny Rocketman. He has a rocket jetpack on the back. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. And that's all the Wildstorm comic characters. Now let's go to the Marvel homages. Here we have American Shield. It looks like, I may look like Captain America, look. Major Glory. Fun fact, all these characters are from Hanna-Barbera to make parody of Marvel Comics. So here's Major Glory with a shield and a cape. Here we have Cobweb Kid. Like, I made a black and a blue lines on the stripes and the blue hexagon on the patterns from the costumes because I don't want to get a copyright in parodying Spider-Man. American Crusader, the Machine Head, which resembles Iron Man. Here we have Matchstick Kid, which basically it's an icy blue flame version of Human Torch. Here we have Moonlight. Here we have Dead End, which resembles like Red Hulk but with yellow. The Stun Master, which another resembles of Daredevil. Here we have Bug and Bug Insect, which resembles an homage of Spider-Man. General Glory, which resembles a parody of Captain America. Instead of smiling, I'm adding a little smirk. A brave face. Blue Jay. We have TA, which resembles Wasp from Marvel Comics homage. And we have American Crusader, aka the Silver Eagle. Here we have Ladybug, Thingman, Thrillkill, the male version, not female version, which resembles of Marvel's Punisher and Bullseye from Daredevil. Here we have Oedipus, which basically is it's a DC version of Elektra from Marvel Comics. Homage did. Here we have Bloody Pouch. Resembles a Deadpool from Marvel Comics. Here we have Hyperius, which basically it's another pastiche of Marvel Comics. So yeah, DC tried to make Marvel tried to pastiche Superman, and DC tried to be pastiche of Hyperion from Marvel Comics. So yeah. Here we have Dr. Multiverse. It is based on the Captain Universe from Marvel Comics. Major Max, which basically is a homage to the Captain Marvel from Marvel Comics. Living Bullet resembles of Iron Man. We have the White Tiger. This was the first. It's similar to Black Panther, but this character was before Marvel adding the White Tiger from Ava Ayala from Ultimate Spider-Man. And I did not like the show. Kronk is basically a purple version of Hulk from Marvel Comics. The Red Lion. We have Loose Cannon, which basically is based on Hulk, with a blue version color. Extrano. Damage, which basically an homage and a pastiche of Marvel Comics. Looks bigger as I expecting. Crockett the Raccoon. It's similar to Rocket the Raccoon from Marvel Comics Guardians of the Galaxy. Silver Sorceress. Captain Speed. Commander Steel. Red Dragon. Similar to in an homage of Black Widow from Marvel Comics. Deadeye. Valhallan. And we have Wandjina. And it's literally based on Thor from Marvel Comics, but the only difference is that instead of a Mjolnir, they have an axe. So yeah. Here we have all the Marvel homages, so yeah, let's move on to the anti-heroes. First up, we have Lobo. Solomon Grundy. The Rebel one. The male version, not female version. Dr. Arthur Light. The Dr. Light, the anti-hero version. I mean, the anti-heroes are still heroes, but could be only times angry. Nicodemus. Terror. Redback Spider. Here we have Lightning, the anti-hero version. Basically, it's a hero version. Agent. Disruptor, aka Epo. Splash Blast. Darken. Capoeira. Pyro. Dark Star. We have Burn. Firecracker. Star Striker. In the comics, he was a villain, but then he decided to become a hero. We have Tridan. Cheshire. They still a hero. The second one version. She's still a hero. Slipstream, the new anti-hero for DC Comics. Sportmaster. Black Adam. Here we have Whirlwind, the DC version of Whirlwind, not Marvel Comics. The only difference, I painted with blue and a silver colors on the costume. A Trigon. Slipknot. Chemo. Black Manta or Black Manta. Kite Man. Rick Flag. Bloodsport. Nuclear Man. Captain Boomerang, and I love this costume design. I freaking love this costume. Like, oh my god, I never made a design that it has a favorite costume. It has a boomerang symbol. So yeah, I freaking love the costume. Heatwave. Captain Cold. And I know I used some kind of a... No, it's based on a costume from Blizzard, but I gotta say, I freaking love this costume as well. Black Mask. Lord Havoc, but it's similar to, it's similar to Doctor Doom homage from Marvel Comics and all that. Here we have Dr. Diehard. It's similar to Magneto from Marvel Comics, an homage version. Bizarro. It looks wonderful. Deadshot. Here we have Zoom, also known as the Reverse Flash. here's some fun fact. In the video, I call him Edward, but in the comments, name Eobard. That's his birth name, so I give him a legal name to Edward. So, yeah, that's basically here's some facts there for the character. Here we have Prometheus, Dark Flash, also known as the Black Bolt, Cold Snap, the next Captain Cold. It looks similar to Blizzard, but it looks pretty good. Here we have Deathstroke, Shogun. It looks similar to a Venom Carnage symbiote, but in fact, that in DC I call it the Utilitarian because we can't think of using the name the symbiote, so I decided to call it the Utilitarian. So yeah, Red X from Teen Titans 2003 version. The young heroine Cheetah. He has a cute little tail. She's so very cute. Multiplex. Spectre. Catman. And yeah, for some reason I'm adding the Pronamentium claws because it wants to use the same as Wolverine, just like in the box art, just like in the cover of the picture of Injustice version. So yeah, the DC version of Loki. Oops, I dropped it. Loki. The Mad Hatter. The Scandal Savage. She looks similar to X-23 with the claws. Harley Quinn, sorry, should I say. And I freaking love the design. I made an homage to the from Batman the Animated Series with the logo, with the costume black and red checkboards, and she has an iconic mask and some ponytails with pink and blue stripes. Scarecrow. Killer Moth. Catwoman. The Penguin. Man-Bat. There's Man-Bat. Mr. Freeze. He's an anti-hero. He's basically a superhero, basically a good guy, but sometimes he gets always angry. The Riddler. Poison Ivy. Two-Face. And last but not least, Clayface. Sadly, I did not get Killer Croc, which is very sucks. Don't worry, I'll make Killer Croc in the future. For now on, like right now, I'm making a video. So yeah. Anyways, last but not least, the villains. We have Lex Luthor, the iconic supervillain of Superman. Darkseid, the main iconic villain in the DC superheroes, in the DC Comics, Detective Comics. Tartarus is basically a homage and pastiche of Marvel Comics Thanos. Black Manta. Reaper, Bane, White Martian. Similar to Super Skrull with a fire, stretching and rocking and invincibility. So yeah. Dream Slayer, Joker, the arch nemesis of Batman. Doomsday, Superman's villain. Imperix, similar to Galactus from Marvel Comics. Brainiac. I know it's similar to Ultron from Marvel Comics suit, but this suit is actually perfect and good. Dr. Polaris. Killer Croc. The original Catwoman. The original Harley Quinn. The original Captain Cold. The Eclipso. The original Cheetah. Sinestro. The evil version of Phantasm. Here we have Valgos. And last but definitely but not least, Ragnarok, a villain of DC Comics. The original. The lost character villain. Here are all my villains collections. Now let's going on to the variant and upcoming DC Comics characters. Starting up the variants. Here we have the Caucasian version of Val-Zod from aka Superman. Bloodsport with the cape. Now we have Imagine Stan Lee versions are Superman, Batman, Catwoman, Aquaman, and we have the Flash, Imagine Stan Lee version. I made a male version and not a female version, so it's very sucks. I'm very sorry, guys. Rocket Red, the classic version of Rocket Red. Here we have the classic Robin. Ion version of Green Lantern. The armor version of Kyle Rayner's Green Lantern, and I took the inspiration, the inspiration of Nova from Marvel Comics. And here we have the hero version of Sinestro. And here we have Simon Baz, the hero version of the Sinestro Corps. We have the male version of Vixen with the Wolverine claws, the Pronomantium claws. I took an inspiration from Wolverine. Here we have the Black Mask in his Cobra, a member Cobra form, and in this timeline, in imagining in the comics that Ivan Shark was become Black Mask, and so I made this design. So yeah. Here we have the Battle Flying Armor Batman, and the Patriotic Flying Armor Battle Armor of Batman. Here we have Superman, and Basically, this design was an inspiration of the Invincible from Image Comics. Here we have Psycho with goggles and his face. It still has a cloth like Wolverine. Here we have the Blue Jay, the movie version. Blue Jay is very tallest version. Here we have another Wolverine clone version of it of DC is Lobo. He has claws and it looks pretty good. I love this design. Here we have Rusty. I mean, he debuted in the comics, but he didn't debut in the main character in the DC comics. It's very sucks. Here we have Batman 1,000,000. It is similar to Black Panther version from Marvel Comics. It looks pretty good. And let's not forget about the Chrome Silver version of Metron. And here we have the movie version of Cobweb Kid. And we have, last definitely but not least, here we have sorry, it's not definitely the last but not least is the Black Lightning, the Caucasian version of Black Lightning. Looks similar to Electro from Marvel Comics. It looks pretty good. Here we have the Martian the Manhunter. Oh, by the way, this is the upcoming version of the Simon Baz, the Caucasian version of the Sinestro Corps. Here we have the first armor version of Hal Jordan, Green Lantern. Yep, I'm gonna check the movie version of the Martian the Manhunter one more time. And here we have the second armor version of Hal Jordan Green Lantern. That was inspired by Nova from Marvel Comics, the costume version. Here we have Duke Thomas as the Wolverine form. He has the claws and everything. Yeah. Here we have the hero version of Joker. I know it's similar to Persona version of Joker, but let's be honest, he has a mask and he has a purple coat and a green shirt, and he has a blue shoes. Yeah. And we have the Utilitarian Bane. It looks similar to Venom, and it looks actually pretty interesting good. I love the Utilitarian version of Bane. It's pretty awesome. And last but not least, we have the movie version of the Psycho. We have with the third claw. It is pretty good, I guess. Now that's all the variants. Now let's move to the upcoming DC Comics characters. We have Fallout. Basically, is an homage and pastiche version of the War Machine from Marvel Comics. The patriotic Fallout, which basically is based on an homage of Iron Patriot from Marvel Comics. Here we have Simon Baz, and it looks pretty good in this design. It's similar to Alexander Nova from Marvel Comics. I homaged it in pastiche version, so yeah. Let's moving on to the Justice League. Oh, sorry. We have the Justice League Next Generation. Let's go. We have Halo, similar to Dr. Spectrum. It's an homage version with the rainbow. Here we have Bolt. Here we have Nightwing. Yep, Nightwing is pretty cool. I love this design. And here we have the Speedster. And for some reason, I did not get the Speed Demon. It's very sucks. The DC comic character. Nightshade. And last but not least, we have the Nightwing Mark II. Here we have Cannon. She looks similar to She-Hulk from Marvel Comics. The Dog Hunter. And here we have Rusty's American Crusader. It's pretty good. We have Dex, the cat, not Dexter from Dexter Laboratory. The cat, is part of the Red Lantern Corps, but then he decided to become a good guy. Fun fact, I made a male version rather than female version. We have Shriek and his friend Chuck. Here we have Iron Major. That looks like Baron Zemo from Marvel Comics. Here we have Britain, the male version of Britannia. Here we have the Dark Queen, of a villain version of Blackfire. Here we have Astro. And last but not least, Winter Tide, a DC Comics version of Winter Soldier. Basically an homage to Winter Soldier from Marvel Comics. Yeah. And here we have the Superman International. Australia. Canada. France. I call it Australian man, Canadian man, and this is French man. German man. Italian man. Japanese man. Polish man. British man. And definitely but not least, the American man. Here are all my super, let's not forget about the Rising Sun, the Young Justice version, and last but not least, the Polish man, the Next Generation Polish man. And that's all the Superman International version, including 2 Young Justice versions. Let's move it on to the Z-Man, known as Gen-Man. Here we have Lex Luthor, the Zen-Man version, the hero version, not the villain version, because he's the part of the Z-Man team that is trying to resembles like Professor Charles Xavier from Marvel Comics. One Eye resembles the Cyclops. Wolfen. Icicle. Sorry, I got a message on Facebook, and I'm very apologize for that. This is Iceman. Nightcrawler, basically it's like Nightcrawler from Marvel Comics. And we have Wind Rider. Okay, let me tell you guys about the name Team Z-Man and not Gen-Man, because not to be confused with Government Man. It's called Z-Man, which basically is based on is a homage team of X-Men from Marvel Comics. Oh yeah. And speaking of that, these characters are not even confirmed their names yet. So I made my own their names. So yeah. Here we go. First up, we have Leviathan. Yeah. Here we have Roos, Sunny, Sunny. And last but not definitely but not least, we have Lynx. Lynx, yeah. The DC version of Sunspot. Yeah. So here we have all my the Z-Men DC comic book characters. So let's go to my fan-made version of DC Comics. Here we have Wolfman. Wolfman. Yeah, he has a cape. He has a arrow, and he has a belt, and he has a claw from that looks similar to Wolverine. I have 4 instead of 3. So yeah. And here we have the DC Comics version of Winter Soldier, and yeah, its official name, but it's a fan-made version of the characters. The only difference is the star. It's in the Marvel, he has star Soviet Union, but my fan-made version is made of American flag on the metal the NTH metal. So yeah, this is a Pronamentium NTH and NTH metal. So yeah, British flag. Here we have and here we have Turbo Man. Basically, it definitely is not made by Marvel Comics. It was based on inspiration from the 20th Century Studios film Jingle All the Way. And I really hate this movie but I'm glad I made the remake version of Turbo Man, the character, rather than 1995 Jingle All the Way version. It sucks. Here we have the Black Phantom. Captain DC, the adult version, the teenage adult version, and the teenage kid version of Captain DC. Here we have Ink. Looks similar, resembles to Venom from Marvel Comics. Here comes the future heroes. We have Captain Rocket, Tech Boy, Heart Girl, Night Woman, and Cloud Man. The future heroes version, it was the team that was literally based on a power pack from the Marvel Comics. Vortex, and last, definitely but not least, we have Darkman. I took the inspiration from the Universal Studios film Darkman from the 1990s, and I made this inspiration. So yeah, I made the darkest Phantom look. So yeah, and let's not forget the main antagonist in Wolfman is the Cracker with an eye patch, and he has a C for Cracker because the whole body's made of crack, and so did the costume. So yeah, it's made of stone crack. So yeah, and that's it. And that's it. All the DC comic characters. Thank you so much for watching this video. It literally how much that Detective Comics, it's been around for almost 90 years of the franchise. And yeah, thank you DC Comics for celebrating the 90-year anniversary. I'm very proud of making the franchise been around for 90 years. And and especially thanks to the Superman itself, the most iconic, most popular superhero character of all time, and especially Batman. You two are the most iconic, most popular characters of all time. Anyways, guys, so thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and comment, subscribe for more future content coming your way. And we will see you in the next video. Happy 90th anniversary to the Detective Comics. So yeah, thanks for watching, and have a great, fantastic day.